Of course, you don't need to know, everybody knows the name, Dash to Fame. Leading barrel sire, one of our legends passed on through the months, of course, Rare Bar. Jolene Hells takes home a quarter horses on the horse Rare Bar. There's a couple of stallions that comes to mind, of course, Speed Money. Sharon Smith, you know him as Bumper NFR, BFA Fraternity Champion. Speed Money, Sharon Smith, what memories you gave us. Of course, my friend, out of Edmond, Oklahoma, now living out in the Texas Panhandle. Lanita Powers and Wahine Cash, what memories they gave us right here on this arena floor. Not only in Oklahoma City, around the country, we know what Wahine Cash does and did and still does up there in greener pastures. You talk about Nancy Powell, you talk about Dollar Red Rooster. Oh my, some battles we've had here on this arena floor with the BFA. Of course, the summer shootout, and of course, the BBR World Finals. Don't need to say much more about Dollar Red Rooster and Nancy Powell, top class. We go to Orange Smash. We talk about Martha Josie, Charlotte Cunningham, Sage Smith. We're gonna miss them, but they'll keep coming up through the ranks. We'll see some here in a little bit. The older horses, the Derby horses come along, made their ranks up out of futurity. View This Jet, oh my, Kerry Quakenbush, when he's on top of a horse, made him shine. View This Jet. Sherilyn Johnson also rode the nice horse. I know Talmadge Green is here, nothing but a hound dog. You talking about with a motor crammed in a little powerhouse, nothing but a hound dog, Talmadge Green. Mike and Janelle Green, what they've done for the barrel horse business, you don't need me to tell you. There's just a few names, a few horses that we've pulled up. During the week, if you've got some other ones that you've seen memories of, come on, we'll let them be talked about. There's just a few of the super athletes. You know, when we put on 4 and 5D barrel races, not everybody has these big, strong, four-legged monsters. We all come and compete, but we know somebody's got to set the mark. There's just a few of our champions. They're up there in, about waist high green pastures.
The lush green grass and the deep clear waters, the greatest country that we will see. But you know, there's only so much that God can provide us, but that so much can come in such outstanding packages. You never know when you're going to be blessed with such an opportunity, like a family that is here this weekend been blessed with. This past December, the barrel racing world was literally set upside down because one of the horses that you and I know and love went on to that great barrel race in the sky. December 28, 2011, I was reading Facebook one morning, and I read something that, Ted, I really wish I didn't have to read. Nate Shalamar, rest in peace. From 1987 to 2011, we got to watch quite possibly one of the greatest barrel horses that ever set foot in this arena, or any arena for that matter. That buckskin quarter horse gelding from Shalamar Golden Talent Lady set the world on fire. But you know, as I was doing my homework for this tonight, there was something that I found very interesting that many of you probably do not know. Grimsley's livestock auction was the first place that horse ever showed his face, back in Cleveland, Texas. He sold for $750 and was slaughter bound. He was going to a trailer of killer horses. But Jack Rain was sitting there and he said, no, boys, that horse has got a spark in his eye, and I'm going to let the world see it. He bought that horse, he traded for him, took him home, said, Peyton, I got you a new horse today. He was meant to be a rope horse. Well, Peyton took him, tried to rope off of him, but as most of you can probably guess, he was a little too wiry for the roping box. He always had that I want to go attitude and mentality, and it showed in every arena he set foot in. So with that being said, Peyton decided to try running barrels off of him. She was originally had him as a backup horse, took him to a high school rodeo one winter and there was snow on the ground, and she said, I'm not running my good horse, I'll run Hot Shot. She rode him in the snow 1 second, and thought, you know what, there is something here in this horse. From 2001 to 2008, this horse won 32 world titles, 17 with Tanya and 15 with Tierney. 3 reserve world titles with Tierney. 2005 in this arena right here, he was the BBR Reserve 1D champion, right behind Dollar Red Rooster. 14 NBHA titles, 5 times AQHA's Best of America's Horses. From Colorado to Georgia, from the mountain country to the peak state, you could see this horse win them. At the Lazy Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma, that Ted and I and Damon have an opportunity to work in, set a WPRA standard pattern world record, 16,644. In February of 2010, Equistats rated him as the #1 all-time barrel money earner at $537,435. From December of 01 to December of 02, he won over 300,000. All-time winnings, over $1 million. The families that were blessed with this horse, Peyton Rainey was the 1997 WPRA Rookie of the Year. Janet Stover rode this horse to a WPRA world title and NFR earnings record of $126,934 in a single season. Then, you and I got to see. When Gary Steinhoff made an announcement that Butch Knowles got to make on ESPN, that there was a very happy young lady in Veneta, Oklahoma named Tanya Steinhoff. Merry Christmas to you, Tanya. And today we get to sit here and look back on the opportunities that this horse gave us as barrel racing fans. At the 2002 sweepstakes, he was the only horse in the 1D. What does that tell you? He won $160,000 just in 2002, and 101 of that was in 2 weeks. His last ride, October of 2011. You know, we asked Gary about this horse. There was one thing he had to say. It was all God's plan. Peyton said it was an adventure. Ken Springer said he would make you famous. But you know, there's only so much I can say about him. But as we were getting things prepared, I knew there was one man that could do even better than I or Ted or Damon or Steve could do. I want to take your attention up to that big screen right now as Mr. Sam Elliott tells us truly what legends are all about.
It's said that the West was built on legends, and that legends are a way of understanding things greater than ourselves, forces that shape our lives, events that defy explanation, individuals whose lives soar or fall to the earth. This is how legends are born.
That's right. Oklahoma City, the legend continues.
Let's go, girls.
For his first trip on state fairgrounds, please make welcome another shot.
Yeah.
tell you what, Ted Wallace, that buckskin horse you see on God's greatest playing field has got some big shoes to fill. That horse will represent the next generation of world champions that barrel horses have been put forth to you and I. Steinhoffs, the Ray family, we tip our hats to you. Hot Shot's legacy lives on. There is another shot. I tell you folks, don't hold back the tears. You let them fly. The greatest sign that God ever gave us was the sign of emotion. Oh, man. It sends chills down my spine, Ted Wallace.